Alright folks, how's it going? It's Des Cattys. So in this quick video I want to do a bit of a loadout on the Helikon Tex Numbat pack. I haven't used it for ages, but I was thinking about it while I was at work the other day. I thought it might be a good sort of addition to my sort of ultralight pack, if you like. So I've transferred some of the bits that are out of there that I believe were a little bit maybe heavier somewhat, and then I've distributed them into this chest bag. So let's have a look. So right from the off, you've got two little pouches, two little pockets on the front there, and then one attached onto a little bit of cord, as you can see there, a little bit of micro cord. I've got a little torch, nice orange one. This is an ultralight one, and quite a good little torch. So I thought if I stick that in there, it's also got a clip on there as well that I've attached, and then that just goes in there if I need something quickly on the immediate. Obviously wearing the chest pack, then it's there. And then on this side I've got a little button compass. Now I might change that out and put my put one of my silver compasses in there that I've got, but for now I've got a little button compass. I mean, that's alright for sort of compass direction and stuff like that, and that obviously goes in the front there. And I've got it attached onto one of these little cord locks that detach, so I can take it off if need be and then just hold it in my hand. Goes in there. Right, so in the main pack for now then. This is a bit of an ongoing thing, but this is what I've put in there so far. Alright. Alright. So straight from the off I've got my knife. This can obviously be put around my neck, but because I'm coming out over to the woods and because of knife laws and stuff like that, I like to hide that out of the way so it's out of mind as well. This is a knife from CW, older ways here in the UK. Got a pocket bellows, little bit of pine wood on it, and I've got my ceramic sharpening stone with two little bits of old tire inner tube attached, so it keeps it on there nice and together. Two little Kit Kats, I've added them because I'm simply going to eat them today. Then I've got a mylar blanket, okay, just an emergency fall blanket if I've just got the chest pack on its own, and you know, I'm away from camp and so on and so forth, and if it turns a bit, you know, naughty, at least I've got something to either make a shelter, because obviously my immediate clothing is going to be the protection, and I might add something else, might need to knock up a shelter really quickly, so I've got that. What I do need to add to it is a bit of paracord. In here I've got a little plastic bag, so that can be a receptacle for water, and then I've got some purification tablets there. In the next one, right at the back, again I've got another little plastic bag, and there's two sachets of 3-in-1 coffees there. Two little bars, protein bar and a nut bar, quite high calorie and nice and sweet as well, because I certainly do believe that in a in a situation, if you do get stuck out and everything else, they're comfort foods. Little ferro rod and scraper, speak for themselves. And then I've got a candle. Now this can either be for fire lighting, or I can use it as a heating source. Maybe if I wrap that mylar blanket around me, cocoon myself around with that, and then I can light the candle. There's a wasp coming in, and I can light the candle and then use it as a means of a heating source, as it were. Also, a bit of skill, you can light one of these with a ferro rod if you haven't got a lighter. Which leads me on to the next thing, a lighter. This is just a UCO big lighter holder with a lid, big lighter, and then attached there I've got some Burt's Bees, and that's the lip salve stuff. X-Attack That's got the duct tape on it and some cord, and then obviously the needle on the inside there. You could take the needle out and add some other bits in there if you want, but I'm not going to complicate it. I'm just going to leave that as is. Leather man, or leather lady maybe. The orange micro cord, and then that is it for now. That's all that I've got on there. Alright, I might add some more bits to it, which I probably will. As I say, I might need to add, I mean, I've got some micro cord which I could possibly use to go with the foil blankets if I need to make a shelter of sorts, you know, like a real emergency kind of shelter. And then that really is it. And as I say, it's a bit of an ongoing thing. I don't want to start bulking it up too much because at the moment it's quite flat. And as you can see, it's nice and flat, or flattish anyway, as best as you can do. It's probably because my man boobs are pushing it out some. But as I say, I don't want to bulk it out too much with gear. Just something I'll continuously play with, but I thought I'd share with you what I've done so far with that. So it's quite nice and sort of flat against my chest at the moment, so I don't want to bulk it up with loads of stuff. When I was playing around with it yesterday, I wanted to add a stove to it and everything else, you know. It could well be that I could put that little flat pack stove in there, a little burner, and then take it out of the main pack and stick it in there, so then I've got something as an emergency. Then add maybe like an aluminium, sort of like what we have here in the UK. If you buy a sort of like a takeaway or something like that, is use one of those little aluminium kind of foil trays, fold it up so it goes nice and flat, and then stick that in there as well, and then that can be like an emergency cooking pot just for boiling up some water. And then do I add some water to it? I'm carrying the growl, you know, there's all little things like that if I haven't got that pack with me. Alright, maybe that's a little challenge only, maybe do a little sort of like session with the old Numbat pack and that's it, not use anything else. Thanks for watching that one, and don't forget to leave your comments down below and all that, so thank you.